Have you ever wandered through a museum and felt completely captivated staring at a painting or a historic artifact and thought, who put this all together? That person is a curator and they're the storytellers behind the scenes. Today on JobCasting, I'm diving into what it really takes to become a museum curator, the skills, the mindset, and the journey, so you can picture yourself in that role more clearly. Curators aren't just caretakers, they're the masterminds behind the experience. They choose the pieces, they write the labels, they plan the exhibition flow, they make history feel alive. Behind each display, you'll find someone researching, organizing, collaborating, and interpreting. When you pause to read that exhibit card or feel something stir inside, that's the connection curators create. If you want to step into that role, you'll usually land here through a mix of education and experience. A bachelor's degree in something like history, art history, archaeology, or museum studies gives you the foundation, but it really clicks when you go deeper. That's why many curators go for a master's or even PhD. It's not just about credentials, though. It's about understanding context, building expertise, and learning how to share it. There are also practical skills you won't learn in lecture halls, like cataloging artifacts in databases, planning exhibits, writing grants, and managing small teams or interns. Curators often play diplomat, designer, researcher, and storyteller all at once. And yes, they write a lot. Degree in hand, the real learning often happens in museums themselves through internships or volunteer roles. Helping install exhibits, working with archives, assisting with public programs, these experiences let you understand how the museum world actually works. And it's those early hands-on moments that set the stage for your future. What does a museum curator's day look like? It's varied. One day you're inspecting a new artifact, the next you're drafting copy for a display, and sometimes you're leading a tour or pitching an exhibition idea. As you grow, you might be evaluating a loan, writing grant proposals, coordinating with communities or scholars, and even overseeing budgets. The museum world is bigger than you think. Natural history museums, art galleries, university collections, even botanical or science centers all need curators. Growth looks like moving from updating labels to leading exhibitions, from managing items to directing collection strategy. Job growth is stronger than average, especially as institutions push for digital archives and new ways to engage audiences. Let me share a few stories. Lauren Haynes started as an assistant and rose through major institutions to become head curator at Governor's Island, moving with her passion and a strong vision. And Johanna Burton, after years of advanced degrees in curatorial work, now leads major museum programming. These aren't just biographies, they're proof that curatorial paths are built brick by brick, combining education, persistence, and a commitment to storytelling. Now let's talk about how you actually land a job as a curator. Museums often start people out in entry-level roles. Think collections assistant, education coordinator, or research fellowships. These positions help you build hands-on experience while making connections in the museum world. Internships, even unpaid ones, can also be a big stepping stone because they show employers you understand how museums operate day to day. And don't underestimate networking. Many curators get their first break through mentors, professors, or people they meet at museum conferences. So the key is get your foot in the door, prove your skills, and keep building that portfolio of experience. Becoming a curator isn't a sprint, and it's certainly not a single path. But if history moves you, if storytelling through objects excites you, and if you're ready to learn across disciplines, this is a role where you get to shape how we remember our world. Start small, stay curious, and let your career evolve. That's how exhibits light up with meaning. That's how to become a museum curator, part scholar, part storyteller, part organizer, and full-time creative. If you've ever dreamed of shaping exhibitions or bringing history to life, this is your sign to start exploring degree programs, find an internship, or just spend time in your local museum asking questions. Tell me in the comments what exhibit has moved you most and why. I'd love to hear your story. See you next time on JobCasting.